Hold it there, sleeper, comes a voice from behind you. But don't you run. I'll stay still. What the heck? Good, good. Hand pats your coat down. You know your master's voice. Ethan spins you around. He is wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket. You immediately know he is terrible news. You got all the way out here and then stayed put. That a sleeper thing? You're my first. You barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eye off of it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from his belt loop without taking his eye off you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't this isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off of godforsaken moons. He splits this ring into two perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrist. Go easy. Make a break for it. You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you to watch the rings. You spin, knocking him away and sprinting down the corridor. Then a shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. A bullet hole smokes on the wall beside your head. You freeze, and Ethan closes the gap. This is a very boring routine. Trust me, I've seen it all before. He slips the rings over your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home. He whistles, going easy. You stumble down the hall, your hands behind your mind. Who hired you? Your daddy's at S&ARP. They want you home for dinner. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all this way out here just to head back to S&ARP right away. The tracker of yours makes this too quick. I was hoping you'd put up a bit of a more chase, you know? A running battle through the bright market maybe, or a holdout in the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. You walk on in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. The S&ARP tracker will be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea, Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about, on the way back to the ship, we stop for a drink? I'm buying, he jokes. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems, and we are heading for the exit. He pauses, and you trudge in silence. Okay, here's the idea. You and me, we make a little arrangement. Here are the terms. He turns you to face. You run, or leave, or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But you come meet me at the establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab. I don't shoot you. You don't pay my tab. You get the idea. I get it. Okay then. That sounds to me like a deal. He stretches. You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you, but this is much better. He clicks something on his belt, and the rings release from your wrists. I'm going to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims his handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns and strides off the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? We got a new drive, which is to pay Ethan's tab. Okay. Well, I still want to disable my tracker, so this is still going on, but we have some shitty die rolls this cycle. We'll use our 2 here. Got some more data. Eventually, I'm sure we'll need that data. I see the hunter is here to, like, get us on this side of things. So needs it. Oh, 2. We don't have a 2. We have 2 1s. So we can do safe things with those. Right? I'm gonna use the 5 for this one. Oh, I can't do the safe thing anymore because we already have yard clearance. Oh, I should have used this one instead. Oh well. The final pieces of the winter light sit in neat piles waiting for the collection shuttle from the Havenage. Drago's managed to sell the remaining pieces to the shipyards. In fact, that's hard to forget, as he's been telling you about it for the past 2 cycles, and all that remains for the Havenage to come collect. You look around at the yard, transformed from when you first arrived. The mostly repaired drones flint back and forth, no longer buzzing unevenly or lost in dark corners. And the scrap is sections sorted, and the system and you and Dragos have put into place over the past cycles paying off. As you look, you notice the glow of pale light from the office by the entrance, that rundown cab of a building which houses all the records and spare equipment. Dragos must be inside, and you get to your feet and walk over to find out when the shipyard collection crew will be here. Sleeper, come in. Sleeper, come in. You swing open the door and walk in. Dragos is sitting in the small metal desk. The shipyards told me they'd be here soon. Then they'll hand over the chits and we're all set. He writes something with a stylus on his slate that shuts it off. Of course, we could talk about a bonus. He stands and turns to face you, his face placid. Look, I don't know when the next job is coming, but this should tide you over for now. He opens his hand to reveal a stack of chits. What's going on here? I said it's a bonus. Take it. Presses the chits in your hand. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat, and you realize he has prepared what he is about to say. These chits are for you to take and do what you will with them. They are from me, and they are the last I'm going to give you. He pauses. There's no more work for a sleeper in this yard. He folds his arms. I'm sorry, but that's it. You stay in the container as long as you need. But the yard is done with you. He turns away to his terminal. What do you mean? Don't press me, Sleeper. This is for your own good. Glassy apertures of the Drago's headset betray no emotion. You need to stay away, Sleeper. He pauses, considering his word. Trouble is going to follow you here. Trust me. Am I in danger? You expect not to be? You escaped from S&R. Dragos suddenly grabs you by the shoulder and drags you out of the office into the yard. He turns you to face a stack of pieces from the winter light, dissected, cut down, totally unrecognizable as ship. You came through that, Sleeper. That should have been you, chopped and stacked. His hand trembles on your shoulder. That is what happens. That is what happens here. We cut down broken machines and move them on. Well, I didn't cut you down, but I'm sure as hell moving you on. Moving you on before whoever killed that ship out there comes to kill me. Kill you? Kill us both. He shakes his head. These ships, they didn't get decommissioned. They didn't break down on dry dock. You think they'd look like that if they did? Someone ended them. That means someone tried to end you, Sleeper, and I'm done waiting for you to turn up. We've had our fun. Now it's time. He gives you a little shove. Go on. He turns and walks back to the office. That's it. He shouts and goes inside. The silence hangs in the air and you leave, with your pockets filled with clinking chits and a strangely hollow feeling in your chest. Man, we only got 45 for that. Drive failed. Aw, we failed to drive. I put so much effort into it. Dang it. Is that because the hunter showed up? Is that why? It's probably because the hunter showed up. So every 4 cycles, we're gonna have to pay his tab there. All right. Wait. Oh, that's not that. I was. We do have to buy food though. We need some food. Let's get some food. Some fungus. There's a fungus among us. I mean, here we could get, like, this doesn't seem like a very good deal. We get, like, what, 7? I mean, I guess it's something to do, but, I mean, and it also gets us a 5, so, I don't know. I feel like it's not that good. Assist a shipbuilder. I guess we'll do that. We haven't done that yet, so let's do it. Positive, +2, +5. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. So we don't have a. We no longer have a safe action there, and there's no safe actions here. So, what do we do? Oh, this is where Hunter data goes. I didn't realize that. I do now, though. Neoven is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder if it fell over, would Neoven be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neoven flashes a sequence of mangled data, compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Operational limits? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. The last word is said with such much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. Station was run by administrator intelligences. Huge databanks of corporate material, but limited cognition, restricted by programming. Cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Are you sentient? I am. Not administrator. Not restricted. Complicated. Machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Killer to find. Hunter to find. Killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community, unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter, then Killer, then we hid. How did you escape? A flicker across the machine motors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this, through this machine, must be exhausting for Neoven. Found this vessel. Could sever hardline, airwalled, basic, limited. Had to reduce memory to fit, amputate self, but survived. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. You have provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom into this space, but it seems impossible. Neoven interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine grows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke Killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it would invoke Killer on self. Problem will solve itself. It will erase itself? Killer will erase it, but yes, in theory, it will report itself for deletion. The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mind, designed to house intelligence. Can imprint self into ship mind, and you can carry with. The machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. When we find main nest of Hunter and link to cloud, where can I find a ship mind? Build from fragments, buy, salvage. We cannot leave, so do not know. You try to think of places you can acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In Shipmind, I can help. In Shipmind, I can help us both. In Hunter, make Rim safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Fine soon. Neovin adds hopefully before shutting down. As you leave, you think about all the intelligence unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. Alright, now we have a thing to do, I guess, there. This isn't quite done yet. This will be done, I guess, next cycle. Alright. We have 2 1s. What can we do with 2 1s? Do we have any more data places? We have this, but I think it needs a 2, not a 1. So no, we can't do anything else. I mean, we could do something stupid. I mean, we have the option of doing stupid things. I mean, we could do this thing, which would but still, that's a 50-50 shot. I don't. There's no safe things we can do. Don't think. I mean, we can just forgo our 1s. Or we can use them. I'm thinking about trying to use them. Like a 50-50 is still a 50-50. Like, what's the worst that happens, huh? Like, what's the worst that happens here? We lose a little bit. We're gonna... This gives us minus energy, though. Nah. Let's do it over here. Ah, we lost energy on that one. Let's do it again. Okay, we didn't lose energy on that one. Okay. So we got a negative outcome and a neutral outcome with our 1s. That wasn't so bad. Okay, let's end our cycle again. Ooh, we got some okay stuff this time. This one should be ready too. As you arrive, Fang comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, Sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns back the way you came. Go where? To see Harden Hurst. He gives you the sideways glance. Isn't that what you were here for? He steps by the passageway, sliding you downrange towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. The data you ripped, well done, by the way, he grins, tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Thing takes a sharp turn into the dimly lit side passage. Sidereal horizon? Still catching up? It's the massive colony ship being built out on the shipyard. Biggest commission Havenage has ever had. Fang slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where somewhere in the black, a water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper, the same Hardin Hurst. Oh yeah? Our worm ripped out decades of records that mentioned him by name, an entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here, running the station one day, and the next, Erland's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the costs higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents were coming in non-stop. And as the new waves of contractors came in desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot license. The whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while the severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after the collision on Dock 2A. A young pilot, his MIRV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died. Thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erland, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true, but my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in her MIRV and welded it to the dock, while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Fang pauses in the dark. They sealed it up, though. By the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black, apart. Fang finally turns back to you, his eyes burning. From shits like Hardin, shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new infrastructure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those who had exploited, with those they had exploited at every step. Fang starts walking again. That's why I can't let him strut around the shipyard. This time, his past catches up with him. How is he still alive? Clearly, you don't know much about executives. That kind of power comes with certain benefits. Fang rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. With a ceiling, you see ships in mid-construction. Their flanks lit by flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. This is crazy. Fang turns to look at you. Don't come then. I won't force you. He stands across from each. I'm going. What is a Sleeper? I'm coming. Fang grins. Let's go show this shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. The web of corridors lead through the complex. I need to get my tracker disabled. I figure if I don't go, he's just gonna be whatever. I'm not gonna honor my deal. He strides at the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors leading to the complex. Snatches of the construction bay. Snatches of the construction bays always appearing through the windows. Ships are suspended like whole whale corpses, skeletal, imposing. Fang seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock, locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. The network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Fang spot him at the same time, a group walking slowly across the gantry and at the front. Two men, one gesturing towards the ship and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed, with a shock of gray hair. Hardin. You and Fang say his name in unison, and Fang sets off up the staircase to the gantry. You following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done through the dock, and Hardin nodding along. Hardinhurst! Fang shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. Yes? Hardin asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Fang, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a sleeper might be in this place. You are a traitor, Hardin. A Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Fang's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of. Against everything Erland stood for, everything Havenage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Hardin laughs. Well, good to meet you too. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling, the others are nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Asks Hardin, inspecting Fang's clothing. Fang turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Fang and Hardin, his hands drumming his thighs. Hardin leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. I'm gonna stay silent. Fang holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right. I am systems, and I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again, I am asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard. The foreman remains still. Hardin's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted to a members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide. Unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow and tries to turn my own men against me. You hear it now, the echoing sound of boots on walkways coming from all angles at once and then settling behind you. Please, says Hardin, submit the data through the correct channels, then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. He gestures behind you with a security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms by their sides. Fang spits. Hardin, you shithead, you can't wriggle out of this one. The security officer draws her weapon and levels it. Fang turns and stares them down. Calm Fang. You look at Fang. He shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Fang, and he pushes through security, heading back down the walkway. Once the security has walked you out on the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Fang picks up the pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Fang is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Sometimes something pings in his pocket as he takes it out. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Fang. What's going on? Hardin is doing what any sneaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We are tracking his outgoing messages. Fang's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of the screen. The old ways are best. Spook them good enough, and they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate, and you see the web is being drawn over the map of the ring. Lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Hardin's buddies. The ones he is messaging right now. We are going to find them all. That was on purpose? Of course. Hardin isn't working alone. We need a full set or nothing. Fang glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split for now, Sleeper, but this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Fang drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. And we got another upgrade point. Nice. We got one upgrade point. Should we save it? I feel like maybe we should save this one. I think I really want to get reroll all my dice once per cycle. Like, that seems really good. Like, really good. I mean, gaining energy after an engage action sounds good too, but we can save it. We can do it. We can do it at any time. So. We still need to disable our tracker, though. How do we do this one? This one's got a dot on it, so this one also has a dot on it. Okay, we can do this one. Ooh, we got a minus skill on that one, though. I mean, still, it's not going to be that bad, right? Sure, let's do it at least once. That to me wasn't positive. I mean, we could get rid of our negative here also. We could actually get rid of our negative for that. Let's get rid of our negative. I'm gonna use my upgrade skill to get rid of my negative. I'm not gonna have my negative anymore. I should have done that before, but I didn't. Then we have a guaranteed success here. But how do we do this? Let's do this again. Okay, we got we got energy for that? Oh, nice. We got a random scrap item. So we had a place we could use that. That's why I bought it, because we had a place we could use it, which was here, I believe. No, it wasn't here. There's a place we could use scrap, and I don't remember where it was. I don't know how we get this. I guess it just happens? Maybe? Was it here? Oh, it was here. Sell components. Okay, so we can sell this here. So we bought it for 20, we sold it for 12, so it cost us 8 It costs us 8 to, it costs us a total of 8. Alright. And that also has a little dot on it. So I feel like that's a good thing. So we can just keep doing that, couldn't we? I mean, it costs us 8, but can't we just keep doing that? Oh, if we do it more, we can't do it more than 3 times. Okay. Let's just do that. Let's do that 2 more times. Oh, we got a different type, but we can still sell it, right? Oh, we got a ship mine fragment. We needed one of those. All right. Okay, so apparently you get different things. So we can sell this again. Okay. We could also do this. Let's do that. Plus 12. Okay. Plus 12. Okay, so that gave us 12. We also have some encrypted keys. We have 2 crappy rolls. We could just use them here. I don't know. There's no other. Wait, what's this? We can use it. We can use them here. Okay. That's really all we can do here. The hunter's about to wake up again, though. And I don't like it. Anything we can do that's safe? We need a core. Probably need to, okay, I am beginning to see what these things are for. Man. I don't know if we should just... I don't really want to order. I'll do that next time. Is there anything other than just paying his tab that, like, this, like, I feel like, I don't know what to do with this one. I think I'm just gonna discard it. I don't think there's any other safe actions. And it's a 1. It's crappy. It's a crappy roll. So we're just gonna in the cycle here. Alright, we got some not one. We didn't get any ones this time. We do need to eat though. So let's do that. That's not where I wanted to go. I want to go here, actually. Buy some food. And now we're a fungus fan, which gets us another action here. Sleeper. Infus calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his work, a fire leaping out to meet the oil. I see you. Cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle on the walk. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Infus. You look at Infus, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story, something with some spice. Tell him about your dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Infus, had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. But your dreams, those gray skeletal after images of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories of nightmares. They were reflections of reality, distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned back then to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip between your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps you reason it is just some side effect or particular quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Infus finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, you are quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he was trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Infus passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks a natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the emptying market. But my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer, so I will make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind a stall. These are good enough for most, but someone's told me a story that made me think. A couple of cycles ago, they said that across the gap, in the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard of this? No. Neither had I, but I trust the one who told me. Infus begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap. I worry about leaving my things behind. I'm sure a storyteller like you can handle the trip. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell me, be the audience of another story. Agreed. Good. Then I will wait for you to bring them. He slides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Infus food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food. You think, a trade that seems more than fair. That gave us another dose of food. I should have waited on that one too. How was I supposed to know? Okay, we got a 5, a 2 3s, a 2. Man. The hunter's almost on us again. Let's do some work. Let's do some work. Oh, we lost some energy on that one. Oh well. I would like to get paid for something. I kind of want to get paid for something here. All right, let's go. No, this isn't where I want to go. Leave. Wait, what was the other thing? Oh, the mushrooms. We need 3 of them. Okay, so where would we find those? I don't quite understand where we would go to find those. Do we have to pay the toll here? I assume we only have to pay it once, you know? I mean, that's my assumption. We only have to pay it once. I'm gonna do this. Yeah! We got 19. That's good. 19 is good. Alright, let's, maybe we'll pay the toll. I'm gonna pay the toll now. What the hell? We probably need to get into here at some point, so I'm just gonna do it. Here, we unlocked access to more stuff. Oh, here's the complex that had the key. Let's use the key. As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellowing Hey, is this another place we can sleep? They reveal yellowing plastic panels, the curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged in every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind you. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects, indistinct in the dull lighting. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Inspect the surfaces. Smudges through the thin layer of dust suggest a recent, rare, and hurried visit. They trace a path to the water dispenser, the auto wash, then to a cabinet, still half full, half open. On the shelf sits an empty pill case. You cross the cramped utility room with its auto wash, dispensers, water closet towards the doorway. Through the doorway is a dark, warm room lit only by a faint glow of a terminal screen. A bunk is tucked into the wall, the blankets ruffled. A wall desk glitters with rows of vials and containers. A briefcase lab sits open, loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, and controlled. As you approach, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper. Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I am sorry I cannot be there. I have had to make alternate arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare to show my face. Something is happening within Yatagan. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distinct, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask you. I want you to get me out. were supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate. And then after that, I was too tired to care. A noise like waves passes over the recording, but I'm done with them now. I want out. Screw the dead. But I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I cannot be sure. I need information, and as you know, you need me. A pause, something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. I know sleepers. I have been here. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yatakan's noose around my neck. Get me data, get me information, get me something that I can use against Yatakan. Then I can get out and you can get what you need. Please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get it. I'll get to it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at the desk, sitting in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts static, filling the room with white hiss. Then silence. Let's access the terminal. You sit in front of the humming terminal and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. Sabine might not trust you as much as you want to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from, and what debt do they owe to Yatakan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase lab on the desk. It's glassware glinting in the dark. You turn away and leave. The door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice the scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yatakan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Okay, I got a new drive. And I got a few new areas. And I have a 2. Block maintenance. No one knows you here. You'll need to change that if you want to access Lawrence residence facilities. Okay. And we got one way up here. Danger, scale, spoke climber. The spoke is layer after layer after layer of dense urban fabric. The only way to explore it is vertically. Okay. We do have a +1 on this one. But we still probably don't want to do it. Alright. We have a 2. We might have more, things. A hunter's gonna come after us, I think, on this one. So we should note that. We have new things we can do. Nothing. Well, here's a keynote. We should probably do this keynote. Oh, we don't have a 1 or a 3. Damn it. We need a 1 or a 3 for that one. You need a 1 or a 3 for that one, too. Dang. Okay, we can do this one. But I don't really care about that one. And this one. I don't care about that one either. So, what do we do with our 2? Not that. We do this. Or we could do this. Yeah, let's do this. What the hell? Wait, no, if we do this and we fail, then that's bad. Let's do this one. No, I'm not gonna do any of these. Yeah, I know, so many choices. Let's do this one. Let's do that one. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Now we're a trusted trader. Look at that. I don't know what that means. But we're now a trusted trader. Oh, look at that. We can fabricate a ship mine with 3 ship mine fragments. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. And this thing is always available. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's buy. Oh, we can't do that. We can only do this once apparently. Apparently this never goes down. I kind of assumed this would. Oh, okay. So every 3 cycles this. Okay, every 3 cycles I think this goes away. Okay, I think I understand. I think I understand what is going on. So I assume we can't, like, rest here. This isn't like a resting area or anything. Whoa, what's this? We have a lot of these. We have 3 of these, actually. Let's do this. Finally a use for this. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yatakan data uploaded, the air crackles with white noise. Sleeper? Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Listen, this is not a recording, Sleeper. Please, I don't have much time. The call must be coming in from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yatagan are monitoring me. Their voices hushed, distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yatakan agents, there's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, air rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I don't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of the noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine re-emerges. Has to be somewhere baked into their wetwares interface. And that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Wait, why? Every Yatakan enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the enforcers' bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. The background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yatagan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean toward the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to put this all together, but this might be the information I needed to pressure Yannick into releasing my dad. Yannick? He is the one of the heads of the Yatagan. They pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered, panic. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. And then the sharp crack of a disconnect and silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering, and more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensations. of being observed. Ah. All right. Oh, we're out of action juice. We have to go to sleep or whatever. I actually wanted to see if I could sleep in the apartment, but apparently we can't. So. Oh, a 6 and a 5. Oh, our energy is getting lower, so we only get 4 actions this time. I mean, that gets us money. That also gets us money. I think we need to get money, but we also need food. Where do we get these mushrooms at? Like, I don't understand where we get these things. Where are we supposed to get them? I don't understand. Maybe from here. I'm gonna use my 2 actions here. Oh, what do we got here? We got new stuff. I hear. What's this? That's what we need right there. Wait, no, that's not what we need. Oh, we can sell a ship line there too. For 150. Oof. Hey, look, we got a safe one. Look at that. I'm just doing stuff for money right now. All right, 89. We don't technically need food, but I'm gonna get food. All right, there we go. Okay. Back to in the cycle. 58. God damn, he is running up a tab there, isn't he? We'll have to do it apparently in 2 cycles, so... Alright. Okay, he's gonna be back soon, I think. I should also now be able to buy from here, right? No, I still can't buy from here. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, okay. Okay, when we hack one of these, a hunter's gonna show up, and I'm not too thrilled about that, but we're gonna let it happen. We wanted to get the key node. No, a hunter didn't show up. I thought a hunter was gonna show up, but a hunter did not show up. That was not what I was expecting. Stealing shipments from midline is going to be picked up fast, even if you are careful. This can't be fooled for long. We get plus random objects. Okay. But if we fail, our condition is really not gonna be happy. Man, to buy a ship mine core, it costs 300. Woo! Expensive. Damn. Oh, we have to wait. Oh man, I don't know what to do. What the hell? We're gonna run this with a 5. Nice. That's good. That means that goes up once per cycle. That is good news. All right. Let's see what else we can do. Not much we can do as far as that is concerned. We've done almost everything there. Oh, we can do stuff here. No one knows you here. Okay, maybe we should do that. It's -3 money, but it gets +2 to this. Or we could repair. I think we should do this one. Let's do that. Oh, we only got a neutral, so we only got 1, but that's okay. And then our 2. No, I'm not going to use it there. should I use my 2? Here? No, not there. Be better using it there, technically. I think. We might just toss it out into the waste. I mean, we could, I guess, just do one of these and get more of this data. Sure, why not? Let's just get more of this data. I mean, it gets us something versus nothing. Alright, and then we'll cycle. And cycle. What do you all think of this game? It's interesting. It's definitely a hybrid. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Man, we got crappy rolls that time. I would love to re-roll those. Feng's Bay. It's been more than a few cycles since Feng confronted Hardin, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Feng, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you haven't exactly found him to be... But you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. But if he won't come to you, you think as you approach the Havenge building, it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open and light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in the Havenge security fatigue steps out of the bay as you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Feng's stash, which with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Hardin is there, leaning beside the bay entrance so calmly that you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of Caesars scrolling across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Feng's collusions. You see another security officer come out of the bay, take notice of you. Hardin? Hardin pushes away from a wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware, spying on fellow Havenage members, hoarding solemn materials and obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? That was his job? And what would you know about jobs, Sleeper? He looks up at the glass roof above and the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place is hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the Eye descending into chaos after Solem collapsed. Not blind convention or self-interest. Feng isn't selfish. I know all about the background of our mutual friend, Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. His parents would be sickened by the damage he is trying to do to the institution they helped found. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and his first union founded this place, and Havenage has welded his values into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the hard-working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havenage isn't a gang like Yatagan. We aren't pirates like half the spacers you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye Sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eye, so please take your false accusations elsewhere before I decide I need that confession after all. Stay silent. If you have any pride, you'll go give up Give up Fang the moment he contacts you. You know where you know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks toward the security officers, ordering them to continue to clear out. As they do, something catches your eye. Among one of the server stacks, a crumpled, hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum. A penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card, and scrawled onto it a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambar. Take it." You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, and then turn away. Just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Fang? And where the hell is Tambar? Okay, well, that's something, I suppose. What a dick! I want money. I want money. I need cash. I need cash now. Like, seriously. I need some cash, and I need it now. But you can only do this once. Okay. Okay, the ship isn't here anymore. That's interesting. Okay, we have one more cycle for that. Okay, we have 100. We have 100. That means we can buy one of those pill things. Kind of wonder if I should. How do I get more of these ship mine fragments? I mean, technically this gives us a random item if we steal a shipment, but well, we can do it with this. We get a 5. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, but a failure is pretty bad, so I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. You only live once, right? We got some scrap components. Okay. Well, we can get rid of those, right? We can do something with those. Can't we? That's worth money. So, all right. That wasn't so bad. And now I have a 1. Which is kind of annoying. And I have several 1s. Which we'll use on these, which also gets us money, I might add. Alright, we're probably gonna do one more cycle and then we're probably gonna be done for today. Claire, why are you on the table? Oh no, I'm starving. Okay, well that's fine. It just means we need to get some food. Ethan's outside when you leave. Ethan. That's right. He pushes off the middle, and he made me come all this way. Oh wait, I was supposed to pay his tab? I thought we had a deal here. You pay my tab. Wait, I thought I had time! Someone should be sitting on my stool right now. I'll get the crypto. I'll get the cryo. He hands his hand. He lazily draws his handgun from his holster and holds it. Whatever you have now. You want me to give it all? Please. He leans over and pats your pockets, keeping the gun trained on you. We have to stop meeting here. This place stinks. He finds your chits and pulls out a handful. Okay, a handful. A handful's fine. Silent judgment. How clever of you. He holds his gun and reaches out his coat pocket. He pulls out a hip flask and takes a swig. I'm a freelancer. Okay, I got screwed by the mechanics of this game because I didn't understand them. I thought I had 2 cycles. 2 more cycles to pay them. The game made it relatively clear that I had 2 cycles. Or I thought it did. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract. The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from the contract and your debt? You don't understand. The game mechanics effed me. It's you, Sleeper, that doesn't understand. Some of us pay our debts. That's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though I should thank you for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. He drinks the rest of the flask. The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body of yours, and it will always betray you no matter what. So go. Please go. I'll catch you whenever I need another drink. He laughs and walks off down the corridor. Look at yourself. Give it up, Sleeper. Go find a job. You turn and set off the opposite direction. You walk hard and fast down the hallway, anger driving your footsteps into the metal of the rim like hammers. Okay. I'm good with that. He took basically what I was gonna owe him anyway, and now we don't have to pay his debts anymore. I mean, that's fine, right? Oh wait, he still wants us to do it. Okay, well, never mind. I thought we got out of that deal, but apparently we didn't. But yet, somehow it's still on our thing. Okay. Well, I need food, so we're gonna get some food. It's another game where basically everyone's a dick. That's what this game is. Everyone's a dick. Simulator. I mean, man, I got some shitty rolls again. Well, this guy's ready. 4 cycles, Sabine said. And here you are, right on time with no sign of them. We waited a while at the apartment. The dread descending as the cycle spins onward. They should be here. Check the terminal. You check and double check the terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing. Just a pale glow and silence. You pace back and forth around the apartment, the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it. To an empty corridor, you close it again. You try to settle in to wait. You sit on the bunk and stare out at the tiny room. Where the hell are they? And knock at the door. Stay still. Another knock. Stay still. A flash, small, impossibly bright, cuts through the handle of the door. It soundlessly swings open. A figure stands in the door, and immediately you know it is not Sabine. I know! That's why I didn't answer the door, because why would he knock? They're taller, sharper, and something in their face glints at the half-light. A dark shape like this stubby baton hangs loosely in her hand. Our local Sleeper, good to finally meet you. She steps into the apartment, glancing around with her sharp eyes. What, may I ask, are you doing here? She fixes with a steady unwavering. Waiting for a friend, of course. A mutual friend of ours, the good doctor. She walks past you in the apartment, glancing around. We set them up here, you know. This place is one of ours. She picks up a glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget who put them where they are. She glances at you, and I suppose you are here to help. Something like that. Good, good. She puts the glass down and turns to face you. I love to meet helpers. We need so many, but can find so few with the right skills. She spins the baton in her fingers by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend has disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means they're in a little trouble now. But it's the kind of trouble that you need. You need it, but it's the kind of trouble that you need help for. So I thought I'd come here and take a look at our little hidey hole, and here you are, the help. She looks through the detritus on the side. And what help? A sleeper, no less, which I have to admit is a little surprising. It suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? Well, I'm sorry to report that before we got them set up here, Steam is working with your owners. Epson Arp. You blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Rabah looks away, waiting for a response. Stay silent. She crosses into the next room and you follow silently. She sits at the terminal and touches her baton on one of the access ports. A spark, and then the terminal screen skips, cryptic folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In the flicker of files, you see Epson Arp letterheads and code forms. Reports laden with medical data, marked with the corporate logo like the sigil of some cult. Rabia steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be there. The volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to mostly be reports on early emulation tests, surveys with sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage data. If Sabine was an SNARP employee, why did they help you? Rabia reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light, its viscous, clear liquid crystalline with the glass. We will, of course, keep up the supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment, you have the urge to crush the object for the power it has over you. I'll ask Toshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. Rabia closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course. I'm sure you understand. Rabia turns on her way out. There is no reason for us to be enemies, Sleeper. Come see me. I keep an office nearby. We have good work to do, you and I. Meet me there in a few cycles. She slips out silently into the corridor. You look around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body to reveal the tiredness beneath. Well, we got an upgrade point. We got ourselves an upgrade point. We have one upgrade point. I think I'm gonna save it. I think I'm gonna save it for instant karma. I feel like that is really good. I still feel like that's really good, so I think I'm gonna save it. Okay. All right. So what do we just complete? Oh, get Sabine out. Okay. Well, okay. I guess technically we completed that one. We didn't really complete that one, but you know, man, I really want to get rid of this stupid hunter thing, but man, how much are they now? They're 80. They went down to 80. I mean, this lets us steal random stuff. What is this? Anyway, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna steal another shipment. Oh, we got some. We got 2 of the caps of the 3 caps we needed. That's what we got out of it. That's nice. And now it's gone. We need 3 of them though, right? No, yeah, we need 3. We've got 2. We got 2, so we need 1 more, and we can do that. I wonder where else we can get that. Where you drop it off. I'm guessing we have to wait for like ships to come in, would be my guess. Alright, well. We have crappy rolls, like crappy rolls. What do you do with crappy ass rolls? I mean, we can just keep doing that over and over again, but I don't feel like that is fruitful. We can do that, but we have a chance of bad. Man, there's like nothing to do. There's like nothing to do right now. We've done like everything. Well, I should say there's nothing to do with crappy rolls right now. Like, this is a 50-50 shot, and if we lose it, we lose energy. I mean, that might be worth it. I think that's worth it. We're gonna do it. Alright, that's good. We got something out of it. We got something out of it. We lost energy, but we got something out of it. Now we can come here and eat more food. And be good. And the fact that we got that means that's 100 we don't have to worry about for a while. There we go. Okay, and we have one crappy roll left. We'll just use it here. Hey, honey bunches of ghosts. How's it going? Yay for me! Alright. We're gonna end the cycle. See if anything happens. Crappy rolls again. Ugh. I hate it. I hate the crap. The crappy rolls just suck. You know, I think this one was counting down instead of up, and that's what screwed me over. I feel like it was counting down instead of up. That's my only guess on how I messed it up. I don't see how else I could have messed it up. We can't really do much this day anyway, so I'll just play this day out. there's practically nothing we can do right now. Nice. That was good. I mean, I think I'm done. Should I use my thing? I don't know. I'm not gonna use it yet. Alright. Man, crappy rolls. You're getting ads and you're a sub? Well, that definitely shouldn't happen. All right, we're done. We're gonna quit the game for now. Stop the timer. What are our options, by the way? I didn't realize we had options. Quit the game.